Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about something going into effect on January 1st. And it's one of those things that it kind of bothers me that it exists, but at the same time, I know it's going to save lives. So, come January 1st, there will be a new registry in Florida. It's authorized by the Protect Our Loved Ones Act, and it creates the Special Persons Registry. This registry is voluntary. You can put yourself on it, or if you are the caregiver of somebody who needs to be on it, you can put them on it. Things that would be on this registry. The person living at this address is named Bob, and Bob is nonverbal. Jim has Alzheimer's, likes to wander. Susie is deaf, cannot hear your commands. We all know the reason this exists. One of the reasons it exists. The fact that it needs to is a total indictment of law enforcement culture. At the same time, having that information might prevent really bad outcomes. Now, other than the obvious reason for this registry existing, it's worth noting that this information could really come in handy if somebody does wander, or if they're trying to respond and they need to know maybe the kids are drawn to water. That's one of the examples that was cited in putting this together. So it is a registry. It's voluntary. And from what I understand, to put yourself or a loved one on it, that you have the ability to do that for. You're making decisions for them. I think you need a birth certificate, documentation of whatever the condition is. And they have specific conditions like being on the spectrum, Alzheimer's, things like that that are listed out. But it also seems to be that's not an all-encompassing list, and it seems like there is special consideration for something that may not be on the list that's important for them to know. If I understand this correctly, and I might be wrong because it isn't implemented yet, but it sounds like it's going to be kind of set up by the sheriff's departments, and that's where that information would go. But then the registry for each county is cross-referenced. So if somebody winds up crossing county lines, the information is still available. We have seen a lot of tragedies because law enforcement assumed that the person was ignoring them, or the person was non-compliant because they just had a problem with authority or whatever. This information is something that, in the best case, can diffuse any situation that happens before it starts, because they're going to be aware of it as they approach. It also kind of removes the, well, we didn't know. So it is one of those things that I have some mixed feelings about. The fact that this needs to exist, that should be a sign that other things need to happen to totally revamp how things are done. At the same time, until that occurs, this will save lives. Anyway, it goes into effect January 1st. The authorization to start creating this database, it goes into effect then. My guess is the sheriff's departments, they seem pretty eager to get this. So I would imagine this is going to happen pretty quickly. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.